Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to our brand new video. So welcome to our lesson 4 of this awesome Flutter course for the members of this channel. Now let's get started. Now let me show you how our wallpaper app will look alike by the end of this video and what all things we are going to cover and the API integration, that is the main goal of this video, and also show you that how we are going to integrate the API, right? So this is an official home page of our wallpaper hub app, and here you can see that this is the search bar and we have added some of the categories like a street art, wildlife, nature, city, motivation, bike, cars. So these are all the data we directly get from an API, and these are all the wallpapers, and these are the trending wallpaper section you can see over here. Now for example, if I am looking for a beach wallpaper, so I'll just search a beach over here. Now we'll click to this and it's simply going to show me the beach wallpaper over here. So these are all the things that we are going to integrate in our app by using this awesome Pixel API. I am telling the word Pixel, but I'll tell you that what really Pixel API that we are going to use over here, right? Now here you can see that this is the categories that I've shown you. Now for example, if I want to add a wallpaper related to the car, I'll click to this car category and you will see that it will going to show all the wallpapers related to the cars. Now I just want that this image to be set as a wallpaper. Now I'll click to this. You can see that we can simply set a wallpaper by clicking to this button and the image will be directly saved in the gallery. Now I'll click to this cancel button and we'll move back and we can just save any of the image as a wallpaper in our phone device. Okay, so these are all the things that we can simply handle in the app, and we are going to use this awesome API. So for example, if I need a image of in France, so I just need to just search France over here and it will just show me all the images related to the France, and this is an Eiffel Tower you can see over here. Okay, so these are all the things that we are going to handle on this app, and I'm going to tell you that how you can simply integrate the API, and by following this complete video I'm sure that you will not face any problem to integrate API in any of the apps. So this is just a demo app, but if you want to get a complete video of this wallpaper app, I'll provide you the link in the comment box. You can simply click to that link and can follow the complete app that we have developed it from the scratch. This is just, as I've told you that this is just a demo, but you can be a member of this channel. You can simply click to a join button, or I'll provide you the link in the description box or in the comment box, where you can simply click to that link and can be a member of this channel. And once you be a member of this channel, then you can simply follow the complete Flutter course that I am uploading on this channel. Okay, so these are all the things that you can do just to make this awesome app and be a pro in Flutter, right? Let's move to our lesson 4 of this awesome Flutter course. So if you haven't followed the last 3 lessons of this awesome course, I'll provide you the link in the description box. You can simply click to that playlist and can follow all the 3 lessons that we have simply covered on this awesome course. Now in our today's video, we are going to use the API. Now API is something that is very necessary for you to learn when you are developing an app, because API play an important role just as a backend to simply communicate with a server. So we are going to integrate the API in this Flutter app, and through that API we can simply access the features, or we can simply talk with a server, right? So this is the main usage of an API. I'm also going to teach you all the things that the API has, and I'm also going to show you the sources or the websites that I follow to simply get a data from the API, and how we can simply code all the things that the API has, and how we can grab all the data from that API and it can be directly shown in the Flutter app. So these are all the awesome things that we are going to cover on this lesson. Okay, so before moving forward, I'm going to tell you that we are going to create a wallpaper app, and this wallpaper app will be we are going to get all the data from the server or from a specific Pixel server. I have told you the Pixel server because we are going to get the image from the Pixel website by using an API, and that API will help us to collect a data from a Pixel server and directly display in the Flutter app. I think so it sounds really crazy. So yes, we are going to cover all these things and we are going to make this awesome wallpaper app from the scratch. Yeah. Now, one more thing I will tell you, that by following this complete lesson, you will get to know how you can integrate any API in the Flutter app. Yes, by following this complete lesson, I will tell you about each and everything that the API has, and a small thing as well. And if you want to integrate any type of API in the Flutter app, you can do it very easily. I am very confident that once you simply complete this lesson, you will be pro in integrating the API in the Flutter app, right? Now let's move to the code. Now here I'm going to use the font which is like a Poppins font. Though I've shown you the Poppins font many times before in the lesson, but I will show you again like from where you can get this fonts. So you just need to move to the Google font website, and here you simply land to the Google font website. Now you can simply search for Poppins or any type of font that you need. So I'll just search Poppins, and this is the Poppin website, not a website, sorry, a font. I just need to click on get font and will download this, and you will simply get a zip folder. Just unzip that file. I've already have that before, so I'm going to directly paste this. So I'm going to first click on this, will create a folder. So this is the icon, just you can simply click to this. It simply says that you can simply create a folder by pressing to this icon, and you can create a file by pressing to this. So I need a folder, so I'll click on this, and we need to just pass a folder name which is like a fonts. Now in this the fonts folder, I'm going to paste all the fonts that we are going to use in this app, right? So here I just need a Poppin semi bold, so I .ttf file, so we just need to paste it something over here, and this is the font that we need to use. Now I just need to call this font, because if you don't call a font in the perspec.ml file, you can't use them in the app directly, right? So I just need to move to the perspec.ml file, and in the perspec.ml file I just need to in the assets, not sorry, in the access, in the fonts, I just need to like uncommand this, and I need to pass the family name which is like Poppins. So I just need to pass Poppins. Now here I just need to move to the fonts folder. I need to paste the exact file name that have been shown over here. Now I'll just suggest that just copy this rather than writing this file name over here, because it will be a high chance that you will make a small mistake, because like if you write a small b over here in the semi bold, it's not going to simply call this respective font file. So we need to just write exact file name over here. Any mismatch will simply create a problem, right? Now once we do all this thing, now here I'm going to move to the leaf folder, and in the leaf folder I'm going to create a new folder name which is like pages, and inside the pages folder I'm going to create a new file name which is like home.dart. Now you will say that Shivam, we are going to use some state management on this app, right? So yes, we are going to use a state management which is like inherited widget and class. Now you will see that Shivam, why we are not using any provider null or any complex state management. Now I know that someone who is new to this Flutter and they are following this lesson, I need to increase the complexity of the code not very soon, so that you can't understand the code. So provider and all is a complex state management. If I'll keep on writing the provider state management over here, you can't understand the code. So that's a main idea, because I keep on getting comments that please follow this state management, this state management. But I told that if you are new to the Flutter, don't go with a complex state management, because if you go with a complex state management, you can't understand a complete thing, and you will find very irritating just to code. So that's the thing that I'm trying to explain over here, right? I'm going to use a simple state management. It's like inherited widget and class, and I'm sure that this state management is one of the best state management, and it makes your work really easy. Yeah, I'll show you how it will be. So I just need to move, and I'm going to import the package by using material.dart. I need to pass a stateful widget or a page name. We can just call a page name which is a home. Now here I just need to write a scaffold body. Now these are all the widgets like scaffold, container, like column, row, all the thing I've explained in the lesson 1. If you haven't followed that, you can follow that, right? I just need to move to the body, container, child, column, children. Now why we need to write a children in the column widget, why we used to write children in a row widget, what really children means over here. So these are all the things we have covered in the lesson 1. You can follow that, right? So here I'll just move, and now I'm going to just write a text, or you can say a app name. So I just need to use a row, children, Now I just need to write a text widget. In the text I just need to write a wallpaper. So basically the app name will be like wallpaper hub. So here I've used a row widget because I'm going to combine a two text together with a same color. Now that's a thing we can do by using a row widget, right? So here I just need to move and we need to just call the home page so that I can show you basically what all code I am writing. I'm going to just call the home page something like this. Now here you can see that this is a debug show check mode banner. So I just need to write debug show check mode banner to false, something like this. Okay. Now here I'm going to just move. We'll just need to pass a style, a text style, color. In the color I just need to pass like colors dot black, and I just need to pass the font family which is like a Poppins, something like this. Okay, so this is what you can see the text, but we need to also pass the font size. Let's pass up to 24.0. I guess that will be enough. And here I just need to pass main axis alignment dot center, so that all the things that we are writing in the row widget will be in the complete center. Now here I just need to pass the margin so that we can get a margin from the top, that only from the top like 50.0, or we can just write like 70.0. I guess 70 will be too much. Let's pass like 60, right? So here you can see that this is the first text that we have written. Now I'll show you the use of the state management that I was talking about. So here you can see that when we write a text wallpaper or any type of text, we need to pass a styling to that respective text widget. Now to pass the styling, we need to just pass like color, a font family, a font size. So these are like too many things we need to pass again and again. So now just to maintain this, like we don't need to write this much things in the styling. I'm going to use this state management. So I'll move to the leaf folder, and in the leaf folder I'm going to create a new folder name which is like services, and inside the services folder I'm going to create a new file name which is like support widget dot dart. Okay, support widget dot dart. Now here I'm going to just import the package by using, or we can just write class over here. We'll just integrate that later. So I just need to write a class, and here I just need to pass the class name which is like an app widget class. You can pass like any class name, it's up to your choice. I'm going to just pass app widget class over here, and here I'm going to just write a static. We need to handle the text style, so I'll just write a text style. But if you want to handle a widget, you just need to write a widget over here. Okay, now here I just need to pass the function name. So I need to just write the function name which is like headline text style. Okay, so this is just a normal function name that we need to pass. I just need to write double size. Now what this double size does, so as you know that when we write a text widget, we need to pass a size to that respective text widget. Now every text will not have a same text size. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to explain. Like if you pass a text, like if you pass a wallpaper text, now this wallpaper text won't have a, or this text won't have a same size throughout this complete app. Now just to maintain the size, I'm going to just manage the size something over here. Still you have a confusion? Don't need to worry, I'll explain you how we are going to use this function, right? I'm going to just return this, and I'm going to just cut this complete text style from here, and through this awesome state management, we can just pass the styling to that respective text widget in just 2 words. So yes, you heard it right. We are going to just pass a styling to that respective text widget in just 2 words. So let me show you that. So I'm going to just paste this, and let's pass this, and we need to call the color something like this. Okay, so this is what we have done. We can just pass the size so that we can maintain the size of that respective text that we need to pass. Okay, so here I'm going to just call the app widget class dot headline text style. Let's pass like 22.0. So this is what you can see. If I'll increase the font size, you can see that still it maintains the styling to that respective text widget, and we have just passed the styling to this respective text widget in just 2 words, basically a class name and a function name. That's all. Okay, so once we do this, here it's done. Now here I just need to pass the text widget. In the text widget I need to just pass hub. Okay, hub. Okay, so this is what we can pass. We can just pass the styling, our text style. We can just pass the color which is like colors dot blue. Okay, so this is what we need to do, colors dot blue. Okay, then we can just pass like font size 22.0, and we can just pass font family which is like, again we can just pass like Poppins. Now this is the different color that we have passed over here, and you can see that this is how we have just passed the app name, and I think so it's look really great, right? If you want, you can increase the font size up to 24 and a 24, something like this. Okay, now you can create another function as well. Like we need to just copy this and we can just paste over here. We can just write blue text style so that we can know that what really this function is, and we can just change the color to blue. Okay, now here I'll move over here. We just need to call the app widget class, app widget class dot blue text type. Let's pass like 22.0. Okay, sorry, 24.0. Now let's first save all the file so that we can use this function, right? So here it's done, and we have just passed a different two text widget with a different color. But before moving forward, let me show you that what really Pixel website is. This is one of the famous website. I think so you have used many times if you need to get SD images in your app, or if you want to use any type of images. This is the famous website, which is like this website, Pixel website, and it has a lot many images in this website, and we are going to use the API of this Pixel website in our app. So yes, we are going to use one of the famous website API in the Flutter app, which is totally free. So don't need to worry that you need to pay or we need to just buy something to get an API key and all to use in this app. So there is nothing about that. We are going to use this Pixel API, which is totally free, and we are going to use them in the Flutter app. Now here you can see that this is the search bar, and this is the official Pixel website, and you can see that there are lot many SD images, and you can search any type of images you want. Like you can search for beaches. If you need beach image, you can just search for beach image. Here it is. You can just search for like France, all the images related to the France. So it's look really great. Like you can search any type of images over here, and it give you the images in just a few seconds. Yeah, so these are all the things that we are going to integrate on this app. Now you will see that Shivam, where we are going to found that API that we are going to use in this app. So that's a good question. So first you need to simply sign up in the app. So it's totally free to sign up. You can just sign up in the app with any type of email ID or Google ID you want to use. Now here I'm going to show you the documentations that we are going to use. So I'll just move to this three dot. It simply says that if you want to use image and video API, so we'll click to this, and you can see that here it shows that your API key. So once you tap to this, you can simply get your API key, and you can directly use them in the app. I'll show you that where you need to paste this API key and all. We'll directly move to the documentation section, and in the documentation section you can see that there is lot many things. Like if you want to use video source, you can search for videos. So there is two different sections, like for photos and videos. If you want to use the videos, you can do that. If you want to use just the photos, you can do that. Now here you can see that this is a search for photos API that I've shown you that the Pixel is using in their website. So we are going to use this exact API in the Flutter app so that user can simply search for any type of pictures they want, and it will be directly shown in our app. So here you can see that this is the complete documentation that the Pixel has. Do not need to worry if you are seeing all these things and thinking that what it has written, I can't understand like anything over here, but do not need to worry. Shivam is here, so Shivam will explain you each and everything and make all the things very easy, right? So here once we do all this thing, we'll just move back, and here I'm going to now show you that first, like we are going to create the categories. So there will be some categories in this app, and then I'm going to create a search bar. If the user is looking for some respective images as a wallpaper in their device, so they can simply search for any type of images, and we are going to show the images. So let me create all these things. Now I'm going to just show the categories, like a different categories that the user can simply select according to their need, right? So here what I'm going to do is that just to show the categories, we need to add some data, and we are going to get all that data by using our list, right? So let me do and explain you what all things we are going to do over here. So in the leaf folder, I'm going to create a new folder name, which is like data, and inside this data we have folder, I'm going to create a file name which is like data.dart. Okay, well, once we do this, here I'm going to first create a list. As I have explained you that we are going to store, like in the categories, we basically need the category image and a category name, right? So these are the two things that we need, and we are going to show, or we are going to add the categories in the list, and we are going to call them and actually show in the home page. So that's the basic idea, right? So here I'm going to just write a cat list, and here I'm going to just pass the list name, which is like categories model. Okay, but before that, let me move ahead and let me create the category model so that we can call them, right? So here I'll just move to the leaf folder, and we are going to create a new folder name which is like model, and inside this model folder I'm going to just write an or create a new file name which is like in category model. So I just need to write categories model dot. Okay, now here I'm going to create a class name which is like in category model, and inside the category model, as I've told you that we need to just pass the category name and the image URL. So here I'm going to just write a string, and inside the string I just need to pass like categories, and we just need to pass the name. So I just need to write categories name, then we need to just pass a string, and in the string I will just pass like image URL. Okay, so I'll just need to write image URL, something like this. Okay, so once we do this, we just need to pass the null check over here, something like this. Now once we do this, now I can simply call our category model over here. So I just need to write categories model, something like this. Now here I just need to pass like get categories, which is our function name. So I just need to write get categories. So I'm going to just store all the category in the get categories function, and we are going to simply call the get categories in the home page. So that's a basic idea, right? So here we are going to do this, and now I'm going to just pass a list again, and in the list I just need to write a category model, which is like categories model again, and here I'm going to just create a categories list. So I just need to write a categories list, something like this, and I'm going to just create a new list. So I'll just write new list, something like this. Okay, so once we do this here, so this is how we are going to just create an empty list, and once we do this, I'm going to just write categories model, category model is equals to new category model. Okay, something like this. So once we do this, I'm going to just write a categories model, and we are going to now add one by one that we need. So I just need to write dot image URL. So I just need to pass the image URL first, and I need to get the image URL that I need to show in this respective category. So let's move to the Pixel website, and I've simply searched a street art over here. I think so this image looks really great over here. I just need to like copy image link, and we'll just paste it something over here. So this is how we can just access that image. Now here I just need to write categories model, and I need to just pass a category name that we need to display. So I just need to write equals to, and it just pass like a category name, which is like an street art, something like this. Okay, so once we do this, I'm going to just write categories dot add, and we need to just add in the category list, right? So I just need to write add, and here I just need to add a category model, something like this. Okay, so once we do this, now here I just need to empty the model again, so that we can just add the another category one by one. So I just need to pass like new category model. Okay, so this is what we have done. Let me explain you if you haven't got this. So here you can see that we have just passed the image to our category model. Now this is the category model, and we need to just store the category name and the image. So we have just passed the image to this category model, and in the category name we have just passed a respective category name, right? So here we have wrote the categories dot add, and we are going to just add in our category list that we have created, and we are going to just empty once we simply add that category model, because we need to add another category. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to explain. If not, please listen me again clearly by just moving 10 seconds back or 20 seconds back on this video, right? So here I just move and will just pass like categories model dot image URL, and we need to just pass our second category, which is like a wildlife. So I will move over here and will just close this, and here I'll just need to search like wildlife. Okay, something like this. Now here I just need the image, so we'll use which image. I guess this image look good, so I just need to copy the image link. We'll just paste it something over here. Now once we do this, here I'm going to just we'll write a same method. So I'm going to just copy this, we'll paste it over here. We need to just change the category name to wildlife, right? So here I'll just write wildlife. Okay, so this is our second category that we have added. Now we need a third category, so we need a nature, which will be our third category. So here I'll just close this, we'll close this back again, and here I'll just search nature, something like this. Okay, so once we do this, now here we are going to use the image, which will be like, okay, I guess this is looks better, so I'll need to copy this image link. We'll directly paste it something over here. So this is the image link that we are going to use, and then I need to just pass the category name, which is like a nature. Okay, so this is our third category. Now the fourth category that we need, which is like a city. So I'll just paste this, which is like city over here, and we'll just search city as well. So let's search city. Okay, so here we got the city. Okay, so this is the city, and then I need to just copy the image link and we'll paste it something over here, something like this. Okay, so this is what we can do, and then I need to just copy this back again, we'll paste it over here, and then I need a motivation, which is our next category, which is like motivation, and we'll just search motivation as well, motivation. Okay, so let me see what image we can use. I think so this look great, so I need to just copy this and we'll paste it something over here. Yeah, so this is our category. Now the next category we can use, which is like bikes. So I just need to write bikes. Okay, and then we can search bikes over here, which is like bikes. Okay, so I guess this look good, so I just need to copy this and we'll just paste it something over here, just like this. So this is our next category, so we'll paste and we'll paste our, or we'll write our last category, which is like cars. Okay, so we'll just write cars. Okay, so we'll just search cars over here, cars. Yeah, so this is what we need to do. I will just use this image, Range Rover. Okay, so we'll copy the image link, we'll paste it something over here. Okay, so this is how we have just added all the categories, but still the work haven't done, because we need to return all the categories in the categories list so that we can just use them back, right? So I just need to write return and we need to return the categories. Okay, so this is how we have just created our get categories function, right? So now we just need to display the category in the home page. So we'll move to the home.dart page. So in the home page, now I'll show you that how we are going to simply call our get categories function. So first I'm going to create a list, and in that list I'll just need to first write a list, and we need to just call our category model, something like this, and here I need to just write a categories. Okay, and we'll just keep it empty, something like this. I'm in the init state, as I've explained you what really init state function does over here in the last lesson, I guess. So I just need to write categories is equals to get categories. Okay, so this is what we need to do, and we are going to just store all the category in our categories list by a get categories function. I hope that you are getting what I'm trying to explain over here, right? Now once we do this, now I'm going to show our category type. Okay, so for that I just need to use a list view so that the user can simply scroll and can see all the categories that we want to show. So first I'm going to just create a container. In the container I just need to pass a child list view. Now you know that why I have just wrap up this list view with a container, as I explained you that the list view is something that without telling them how much space he should use, we can't pass a list view. So here we have done something like this. Now here once we do this, now I just need to pass the item builder, something like this, and in the item builder let's remove this build context. Okay, now I just need to first pass, like I don't need any type of, basically I need a padding edge insert dot only, edge insert dot symmetric. We can use symmetric rather than only, and we'll just pass like from horizontal, which is like 24. And once we do this, I'm going to just pass the item count as well, so that we can keep a count, and we'll write item count is equals to categories dot length. So we are going to just get the complete length of our categories list that we have created. Now once we do this, now here I'm going to just going to return, and we are going to return in our category tile. So here I'm going to create a category tile, like how we want to simply display our categories, right? So I'm going to use a stateless widget rather than a stateful widget, because we don't need to use a set state over here. All the data will be static, so I'm going to use a stateless widget rather than a stateful widget. Okay, so I'm going to just write a categories tile over here, categories tile, and here I'm going to just first pass like a final, and I need to just get the image URL of our category that we have passed. So I just need to write image URL, then I need to just get the title of that respective category. So I just need to write title, and in this I just need to do one thing. I'll just write category tile and we'll just call this. So write this dot, we need an image URL, this dot, we okay, we just need to pass comma, we'll write this dot title. Okay, so these are the things that we need required. So I just need to